Y vamos a empezar. Ha sido varios meses, semanas que, bueno, primero espero que todos han tenido un excelente año
Well, I
nuevo,
hope
listos
you've all
para
had an
comenzar, listos
amazing
para
new year.
correr
I hope you're all ready to start.
con
You're
este
all ready to
negocio, con las
run with
cosas.
this
Chicos,
business
acuérdense que esta
and with the
semana,
things that,
este
guys,
weekend,
remember
si no han
that this
comprado sus
weekend,
boletos,
if you haven't
eh,
purchased your
está haciendo el
tickets,
evento Steve Gina ese
Steven
en
and
Las
Gina
Vegas
are
de Rise
organizing
Up.
an event in Las
Lo
Vegas of
pueden ver
Rise
online.
Up.
Va a ser viernes y sábado
It's
online.
going to be Friday
Obviamente se lo
and Saturday
recomendamos 100%.
online.
Nosotros
Obviously,
vamos a
we
estar ahí en
recommend it
persona.
100%. We're
Se
going to
puede
be
ir en
there in
persona,
person.
obviamente,
If
pero
you
lo
can't
pueden
be there
buscar
in
online.
person, obviously, you
Yo
can
creo que
search
mi
for it
esposa ya puso
online.
los
I
links
think that my
online
wife
para ustedes
already posted the
poder
links online for you
comprar los boletos
to
para
be
eso.
able to
So,
purchase the tickets
¿quién,
for that. So,
quién tiene
who
testimonios para
has
compartir?
testimonials to share?
Quiero escuchar de,
I want
obviamente,
to hear,
constantemente
obviously, and
estamos
constantly, we
escuchando de cosas nuevas
are
que están
listening new
pasando,
things.
de personas que están viendo cosas diferentes en sus
Who are seeing
vidas
different things in their
a
lives
través de estos parches, pero
through
obviamente
their patches,
ya lo queremos escuchar de ustedes.
but we
So,
want to hear it from
levánteme
you.
la mano, por favor, quien quiere compartir
So
algo
lift your hands, please,
sobre un
whoever wants to
testimonio,
share
conoce a alguien
something
que
about a
le fue algo bien,
testimonial,
que han
somebody
sentido
who's done something
algo,
right,
por favor,
something
déjenme
that's
saber.
felt somebody who's
No
felt
todos
something.
miro
Let
las
me know,
manos.
please. Don't all
All right,
speak at the same
perfecto.
time.
Mireya.
All right, perfect. Mireya.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Gracias. Buenas
Hi, how's
tardes, buenas
everyone
tardes a
doing? Thank
todos. Bueno,
you.
yo tengo un
Good
poquito
afternoon,
menos de un
everybody.
mes,
Well, I
tengo
have a bit
27
less
días,
than
tengo
1 month. It's
fibromialgia
been
y he tenido
27 days. I have
síntomas raros,
fibromyalgia and I've had a
desde
lot of
tumores del
illnesses
páncreas,
from a tumor in
hipertensión,
my
cuestiones
pancreas,
gástricas, hemorroides, o sea, un
hypertension,
sinfín de
gastric
enfermedades,
issues,
vértigo.
hemorrhoids,
Pero bueno,
vertigo,
ahora que empecé a
nonstop.
usar el parche a
And
los
now that I
4
started
días,
using the patch
empecé a
after
sentir como
4 days,
desde el
I
primer día,
started
la verdad, me
feeling
sentí muy
a
rara y
difference from the
amanecí
first
como
day.
que
I started
bien, sin
feeling
saber
differently.
qué
I
es lo que
woke
estaba
up
pasando en
feeling
mi
well
cuerpo,
without really
pero
knowing what
bien.
was going on in my
A los
body, but I
cuatro
was feeling
días
good.
me empecé a sentir
After
muy
four
bien,
days,
aunque
I
pasé
started
por esta
feeling really
pequeña
good, even though
crisis
I went through this
de unos
small
2, 3 días de
crisis of one
dolor
or two
en
days
la
of
cadera
pain,
y después de
of
ahí
headache.
lo que ha
And
cambiado
after
en mi
that,
vida
what's
es,
changed
yo
in
no
my
tenía
life
energía por
is
la
that I
fibromialgia
didn't
y
have
hoy mi
energy due to my
energía está
fibromyalgia. And
como
today,
hace años yo
my
no
energy
tenía, después de
is
haber
like
acudido a
I
miles de
hadn't had
médicos
it
y
in
tratamientos.
years
Yo creí
after
que ya me
going
iba
to
a
a lot
quedar
of
así y
doctors
ahora
and a
ya
lot
me he
of
superado
treatments. I thought I was
y
going
hoy
to stay
tengo
like that. And
energía.
my mind was set,
El
okay, I'm just
humor
going
o
to
el
be like this.
estado de
But now I
ánimo de
have
las personas con
energy. I
fibromialgia puede ser
have the
bastante bajo, tendientes a
good
depresión. Mi estado de
well-being,
ánimo está súper bien. La
mental
gente me
well-being, because
dice
sometimes
que
with
ves de buenas, que
fibromyalgia,
eres como
your
progresiva, que
mental
ves
state is not
paciente
so
y
good.
así
But
me
now people tell
siento,
me,
la
you
verdad,
look,
me siento como
in a good
Dalai.
mood. You look patient,
Dalai.
comprehensive. I feel
Y
like Dalai
además
Lama.
también estoy durmiendo
And
muy bien.
also,
Mismo
I'm
caso,
sleeping
personas con
incredibly well.
fibromialgia no podemos
Same
dormir
case,
bien
people
y
with
estoy durmiendo como
fibromyalgia
bebé.
cannot sleep well. And I'm sleeping
Entonces,
like a
y la
baby.
parte del dolor
And
que,
also the part
bueno,
of the
pues
pain,
igual, mismo
which of
caso, personas
course,
con
same
fibromialgia podemos
case,
llegar a
people with
tener dolores de
fibromyalgia can
cualquier
have
cosa. Entonces, yo
pains of many kinds, of many
ya
sorts.
sobrevivía. ¿A
So
qué me
I was
refiero? Ya
surviving, you
el
know what I
dolor, yo
mean?
había
Like
aprendido
the
a
pain, I had
administrarlo y
learned
entonces yo tenía que
to
bajar todos
administer
los
the pain.
niveles de
So
vivir
I
mi
had to
vida, de no
lower
andar
all the
saliendo
levels of
a
living my
paseos,
life,
a viajes,
of
de
going
no
out
estar
on a
haciendo demasiadas
trip, or
cosas en
going
mi
out on the
casa.
street, or not
Entonces
doing too
yo
many
creía
things in
que
my
estaba
home.
bien, pero lo que
So
pasa es que
I thought I was doing
administraba mi
fine, but
dolor
truthfully,
para
I
que
was
en mis
managing
actividades
my
para no tener
pain or
dolor,
my
pero entonces dejé de
activities so
tener
I wouldn't have
actividades
pain.
desde
But then I stopped having activities
recoger cocina,
completely,
lavar
from
trastes y todo
picking
eso
up the
me
kitchen
dolía,
and
entonces yo
cleaning
procuraba ya no hacer
just by
muchas
cleaning
cosas.
the
Bueno,
kitchen or the
a partir de
dishes,
esto
washing the
he
dishes, I didn't
podido
have energy for
retomar mi
anything
vida
else.
porque ya
But
puedo hacer
after
todas
this
estas
patch, I've
cosas
been able
sin que
to
me esté doliendo el
restart my
cuerpo.
life because
Entonces
I've
ya
been
hasta
able
se
to
me
do
antojó
everything without body
viajar,
pain.
ya estoy
And now I
pensando
even feel like
en hacer
traveling
planes
again.
para
I'm
hacer
thinking of
ya más
doing
cosas. Es
plans to do
decir,
more
yo
things.
estoy
So
pasando de sobrevivir
I am
a
passing from
vivir
a
y a
survival
querer
mode
vivir una
to a
vida y a
living
tener
mode and to
ganas de
wanting to
nuevo de
live a
muchas
life
cosas.
and to
Y por
wanting
cierto,
to
está
do a
aquí
lot of things
Sandy,
again.
mi
And by
gran
the way, we
amiga, que
have
ella fue
Sandy
la que
here,
me
my
introdujo a
great
esto
friend who
y yo
was
le
the one who
agradezco porque en
introduced me to
salud
this. And I
ha sido una
appreciate it
luz
so
en mi
much
vida y
because
yo
that
quiero
light
llevar
has
esta
been a
luz
light
a
in my life.
muchísima
And I want
gente
to bring this
para
light to
que
many
esté
other
bien.
people so that
Estos
they feel
poquitos
well.
días que tengo, la
So
verdad es
these
que me
little days that I've been
impresiona
using
que a
it,
pesar de que yo he
I
estado en otros
promise I'm
multiniveles,
impressed
la
because even though
gente
I've been
yo
in other
tenía que estarles
multi-level
hablando y ahora solo con poner testimonios,
companies, I
la
always
gente
had to be
no para
calling
de
and calling people.
buscarme.
And now
Entonces estoy
just by
impresionada
posting
y
my testimonials,
inmensamente
people don't stop
agradecida
searching
con
for me.
toda
So
la
I'm
luz
impressed
que es
and I'm
LifeWave,
immensely
incluidas
grateful
las
with all the
personas y
life that
todo el
LifeWave
cambio que ha
is,
logrado
including
bueno
the
en mí y
people and
seguramente
the
en
change
miles y miles de
that
personas.
I've
Entonces,
felt and
eso
probably
es lo
that
que quería
millions of
compartir.
millions of people have felt.
Mireya,
So that's
y
what I wanted to share.
primero gracias por compartir eso.
Mireya, first of
Y
all, thank
wow,
you
y
for sharing this.
esas son las cosas
And wow,
que son
these are the
increíbles.
things that are
¿Cómo,
truly amazing.
cómo te ha
How
hecho sentir ahora
has
eh,
this made you feel
que ya no tienes, que estás
that
pudiendo vivir?
you
Cómo te sientes que ya
can
puedes
live
hacer
now,
estas
that
cosas que no
you can
podías
do
hacer
these
antes?
things that you
La verdad es
didn't do
que me
before?
siento
Well,
sorprendida, me
truthfully,
siento
I feel
feliz, me
surprised. I
siento con
feel happy.
ganas.
I feel
Veo y digo, qué
I want
maravilla, que yo
to.
creía
I would
que
say
ya estaba resignada y hoy digo,
this is
no, qué
amazing because
increíble
my
y
mind was set
sentirte.
that I was just
Yo
going
hace
to
muchos
suffer,
años
and it's
estuve a punto
amazing
de
that this
morirme,
has
que
changed
estuve
so much.
envuelta
A
en un
few years
hospital porque
ago,
tuve
I
un
was
tumor
about
en
to
el
pass.
páncreas.
I had a tumor in my pancreas and I
Me
almost died. I
salvé,
was at
fue
a hospital.
benigno, pero aún
I
así
was
fue muy
saved. It was
agresivo.
benign, but it was
Me
still very
salvé y
aggressive.
desde ese entonces,
And
que fue en
from
el
that
2004,
moment,
yo
which was in
decía, si yo me quedé fue
2004,
para
I
algo.
said to
Y
myself, if
yo
I'm still
muchas veces
here,
le decía a
it's
Dios,
because
mira,
of
sé que mi
something. And I would say to
enfermedad
God many times,
o
look,
todos los
I know
padecimientos que
that my
estoy teniendo va
illness
a
and all the
servir en
things that
algún
I'm going
momento
through
para algo.
are
Y
going
hoy
to
digo, qué
be
maravilla,
useful for
porque
something at
hoy
some point.
sí
And
puedo
now
llevar
I say
esta
that's
luz al
amazing because
mundo
now I can bring this light to the
como yo lo
world
soñé desde aquel entonces,
like
cuando
I
yo salí
dreamt in
del
that
hospital,
moment
desde que estaba saliendo de
since
terapia
when
intensiva,
since
yo
I was
dije,
leaving
yo
intensive
quiero
care
ser
of the
una luz para
hospital.
el mundo. Y
I
hoy
said I want to be a light for the world.
literalmente estoy llevando luz al
And
mundo.
today,
Entonces estoy
literally, I'm
muy
bringing
feliz,
light
muy,
to the
muy, muy
world.
feliz de
So
verdad.
I'm really happy. I'm truly very, very happy.
Man, miren, yo no sé
Okay,
de ustedes,
amazing. Look, I don't know
yo
about
no sé
you.
de ustedes. ¿Cómo
I don't
estuviera
know about you.
Mireya
How
todavía
would
hoy en
Mireia
día
be
si
nowadays
Sandy
if
no te
Sandy
comparte esto?
hadn't shared that with her?
Tuvieras en la misma,
You'd be
tuvieras
the
en el mismo
same.
dolor, tuvieras sufriendo todavía y porque
You would be in
Sandy le
pain
habló
and
de
suffering.
esto,
And because Sandy spoke
mire
to
la
her about
sonrisa que
this,
tiene esa mujer.
look at the smile that
Sí.
this woman has.
Y
Y de
para
hecho,
mí,
mi amiga ni siquiera me habló de
My
esto
friend didn't even
o
talk to
sea,
me
ella en
about
algún
this.
momento me dijo,
At
estoy usando
some
algo que tal
point,
vez, que estoy segura que
she
te puede
said to
servir
me,
muchísimo
I'm
para el
using something
afebramiento,
that I'm
pero no le
sure
hice
you're
mucho
going to
caso
be able to use for
hasta que empecé
fibromyalgia.
a
But I
ver
didn't
sus
really listen
estados
to
y
her
sus
until I
historias
started
y
seeing
que
her
empecé a
stories
ver que
and
estaba
her
compartiendo
status, and I saw that she
algo
was
y cuando vi que
sharing
era una terapia de
something.
luz
And when I
y
saw
que
that it was a
ayudaba, en ese momento llamó
total light
totalmente mi
therapy,
atención y fui yo
then
la que
in
la
that
buscó. Yo
moment
le
it
dije,
totally called
cuéntame
my
por favor
attention.
de
And
qué se
I searched
trata.
for her and I said, look, tell me please
Entonces
what this is
sí,
about.
sí sirve
So,
mucho
yes,
que
it is
estemos
very
poniendo allá
useful
afuera,
for
que la
us
gente esté
to
viendo y
be
que esté
going
viendo
out
todos
there
los
and showing
testimonios.
what we're
Eso
doing and
impacta y jala
showing our
muchísimo. Tan
testimonials
es
because
así
that
que es lo
makes
que me
an
está pasando
impact
ahorita a mí.
so much
Todos los
that what is
testimonios que estoy
happening to me
poniendo
right
los
now, which is
míos,
all the
diario estoy
testimonials
tratando de
that I
poner
am sharing
testimonios
daily.
míos
I'm trying
para
to
que la
share
gente
my
me
own
vea, porque
testimonials
en
so
mis redes
people can
sociales
see
yo
me.
hablaba
Because
de
in
que
my
estaba
social
mal, hablaba
media,
de que
I
siempre
spoke
quería
about
estar
how bad
mejor
I
y de que
felt.
estaba
I hope
haciendo
that
cosas para estar
I
mejor.
spoke about
Y
wanting
claro
to
que había
improve and the
cosas
things that I
que
was
me
doing to
habían
be better.
ido
And of
ayudando,
course,
pero
there were
nada, me
things that
habían
had
ido
been helping me
ayudando,
little by little, but they
pero
had
no
just been helping
a
me.
hacer este
But
cambio, que yo
not to
no
do this
recuerdo desde
change
hace
that I don't
cuántos
remember
años que
since
yo no
how long
sentía
ago
esta
did I
energía de
not
poder hacer
feel
un
this
paseo con la
energy of
familia
being able
y
to
de
go out
llegar
on a
todos
walk
y
with the family
sentarse y yo
and
seguir
all
y
sit
todo el mundo
down and
decirme,
for
ya
me
no
to be
estás
able to continue and
cansada, o
everybody
sea,
not
ya
say, hey,
bájale a
are
la
you
pila y
not
yo,
tired?
no,
I
quiero seguir
mean,
haciendo
you
cosas,
got too much
tengo
energy
pila,
now. No,
quiero
I have energy.
seguir,
I
pues no
want to
sé,
continue
viviendo,
doing
haciendo
things. I
muchas
want to
cosas. Estoy
continue
muy
living and
emocionada y
doing
muy
a lot of
contenta
things.
por
I'm
eso.
very happy and very excited.
Wow, Mireya, muchas gracias por compartir
Wow,
eso
Mireya, thank you
por
very
eso
much
hacemos
for
esta
sharing
llamada,
that. And that is
porque
the reason
yo
why
sé que hay,
we do
miren,
this call.
una de las cosas
Because
que
look,
estamos
I
viendo mi
know
esposa y
that
yo
one of the
es
things
que
that my wife
hay
and I
muchas
are
personas
looking at is
empezando
that
este
there are
año
many
como
people who
apagados.
are starting this year with
No
not a good good
dice por qué.
energy. And I don't
Esto, lo que tú
understand
estás
why.
diciendo ahora,
And this, what you're
si no te,
saying
si
right
no te
now,
motiva a
if
salir
this
para allá
doesn't
afuera y
motivate you
ayudar
to
a las
go out there
personas,
and to
nada
help
te va a
people,
motivar.
nothing is going to
Muchas
motivate you.
gracias, Mireya. Que
Thank
Dios
you
me la
very much,
bendiga.
Mireya.
Ana,
Hola, hola, ¿me escuchan?
Anna, hi,
sí,
can
te
you hear me?
escuchamos
Sí,
súper bien. ¿Cómo estás?
Yes, we hear you. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you very much. I don't remember the name of who I was listening to, but I'm driving and listening, and I feel very excited because each time that I hear a testimonial like this one, I feel like I want to continue advancing, talking more about the product. And I also wanted to tell you that I started some classes now. I I'm not, how do you say this? Like Zumba classes, like aerobic classes. So group of women got together and we started doing aerobics, and I don't know a lot about that, but I'm doing it, and what an amazing energy. I'm so surprised, truthfully. It's such a beautiful energy to be doing this, and it's something incredible. I hadn't felt this energy either for a long time. So right now, it's like it's such a beautiful thing that I can't stop talking. In social media, guys, girls, I keep on sharing with everybody. I keep on talking about how amazing X39 is. And I invite you to not shut up about that, to continue talking about it. Like Carlos said, some started the year not with a lot of energy, but with this testimonial that you just heard, I want you to light up again because this is amazing. Because this is amazing. And there are many more things coming up this year. And there are a lot of people out there that need to know about this. So let's not stop. Let's continue. There are so many testimonials that I would like to give you because there's so many that I would never end.
Y eso ¿qué es esto?
¿Qué pasó?
No sé. Gracias, Ana. No, y ahí puso alguien
Okay, thank you,
que
Dana. I'm
esto,
sorry, but
que
somebody wrote
empezaron
something in the chat. I was reading that they wrote
desanimados.
that they
Miren,
started disencouraged. Look,
esto es un negocio,
this is a business,
pero
okay? But also,
ahora es el tiempo. ¿Sabe?
right
Como estaba
now
comentando,
is the
tenemos
time, as I was
estos
saying,
primeros
we
4 meses
have
del
these
año
first
son los
4 months of
años
the
más
year,
grandes para
which are
ventas,
the
para
most
traer
important months
personas,
for
porque
sales,
obviamente,
for bringing in people,
Ana, ¿cuándo tú
because
empezaste a hacer
obviously,
Zumba?
Anna, when did you start doing Zumba?
Vamos por la tercera clase.
This is our third
Ay, yo sé
class.
porque empezó el año nuevo.
I know,
No,
because it's New
so,
Year, right? And
so
it's a
como
New
Ana
Year
está haciendo
purpose.
Zumba,
So like
hay
Anna,
muchas
who is doing
personas allá afuera
Zumba,
que van a
there's a
querer
lot of
hacer
people out there
negocios, que van a
that are
querer vender
going to
cosas
want to
nuevas.
do business,
Y
that are
nosotros
going
tenemos
to
esa
want to learn
oportunidad
new
para
things.
darles y se
And
las
we
hablamos a
have
las
this
personas.
opportunity that we can give them if
Y
we
sabes
talk to
que
people about it.
uno de los propósitos de
And you know what?
empezar a hacer
One
esto
of
también
the
es porque estoy
purposes of
invitando a gente.
starting to
Yo
do
estoy
this,
compartiendo en
Carlos, is because
Facebook,
I'm
por
inviting
ejemplo,
people. I'm sharing
véngase,
in
vamos
Facebook,
a
for
tal
example.
día,
Come
tal
on, we're
hora,
going to
vengan a
be
hacer
here
un
for a couple of
mensaje,
days.
salgan de su
Come
casa,
on,
vengan
get
a
out of your
entonces
house.
parte del
Let's
propósito
do
de
this
que la
together.
gente
So part
llegue
of the purpose
y estando
is
ellos
that we
allí,
want people to come,
pues
and
obviamente
once
los
they are
vamos a
there,
patchar
obviously we're going to patch them
para que la gente vaya viendo
for
la
them to be
energía que les
able
va a
to
dar el
see
parche
the
y les va
energy
a
that
dar
the
ganas
patch
de
is
seguir
going to give them and are
adquiriendo. Así
going to
que esta
want to
es una,
continue
de cierta manera, es como
acquiring them.
una
So in a
algo para
way,
traerlos.
it's like something for
Así
the
es, mi
people.
Ana. Muchas gracias.
Yes, that is
Sigue
correct, Anna.
dándole en el
Thank you so
Zumba.
much. Continue with Zumba. Don't stop.
All right. iPhone 8.
All right, iPhone 8.
Hola, iPhone.
Hola,
¿Cómo estás?
hola, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Saraí.
¿Cómo
Hi, good
estás?
afternoon. My name is Sarai.
Gracias.
How are you
Para
doing? I'm
mí
doing
les
well,
platico
thank you.
como
I would
ejemplo
like to
personal.
share that
Todavía no
personally.
podemos usar los parches,
I
hoy
haven't started to
precisamente
use the
me llegan,
patches yet. I'm going to
pero mi
receive them
abuelita ya los
today.
empezó a usar.
But
Mi
my
abuelita sí
grandmother
tiene,
started using
va
them.
a
My
cumplir en marzo
grandma is in
98
March
años.
is
Oh,
going to
wow.
turn 98 years old. Oh,
Ella
wow.
siempre ha gozado de buena salud,
And she's
pero
always had
lamentablemente
good health.
presentó un problema
But
hace 2 meses
unfortunately, she
y la
has
han
started
diagnosticado
having a problem a few
con
months ago and
cáncer
she's been diagnosed with cancer
en los pulmones. Y
in the
pues
lungs.
obviamente por su edad
And
ya los
obviously, due
médicos
to
dicen que es
her age,
imposible
doctors
hacerle
say that
ningún
it's
tipo
not
de
possible to
tratamiento
do any kind of treatment
por la edad.
because of her
Pero que le
age,
iban a mantener con
but
medicamento
that
para
they
evitar
were
el
going to
dolor.
maintain her with medication due to pain. So she was for a whole day in a lot of pain, and they had to give her morphine. So my aunts have always taken a lot of good care of her, and they're pro everything natural. So they started looking for other alternatives, and in that process was when my friend Connie started to talk about this, and I thought it was a good alternative. And my grandmother has been using it for 20 days, and thank God they said that she hasn't needed any other morphine administration, that her mood is super well. I talk to her almost every week, and she looks amazing. Truthfully, the doctors say that she already has metastasis and they sent her home. But truthfully, if you see her from a month ago until now, she's another person. So truthfully, she's having days without pain. Her energy has improved. She's always had a good attitude, but truthfully, my aunts are very happy with the patches. And I am so grateful to Connie, who has involved me in this. We also believe in God, and we know that when we unite the natural with the God's will,
Una pregunta para
amazing
usted,
things happen.
porque lo que usted vio
I
en
was
tu
really
abuela,
happy. A
eso
question
fue
about
lo
you.
que te empujó
What you saw in your
a ti a
grandmother,
hacerlo.
was that what pushed you to do this? No, I wanted to start doing this before knowing about my grandma, but due to one thing or another, I wasn't able to purchase them. And when we knew about grandma, we immediately ordered for grandma. I left the whole month. I couldn't be here. And when I got back, truthfully, from the testimonial that Connie gave me and the good reports that she had given me, I decided to do so. And that's where I connected with my grandmother. So I will be able to give out testimonials of how I feel later, but right now this is a testimonial of my grandma, and we are really happy because she's had
Amén.
no pain.
Perfecto.
Amen. Perfect.
Qué bueno, 98 años.
That's amazing.
Qué
98
lindo.
years old. Beautiful.
Qué lindo. Muchas gracias por
Thank you
compartir.
very much for
Que Dios
sharing.
la bendiga a usted y su abuela.
God bless you and your grandmother. Yes, thank you.
Sandy.
Sandy?
Hola, buenas tardes.
Hi, good
Buenas tardes, ¿cómo
afternoon, good
estás?
evening. Good
Bien, muy
evening, how are
feliz.
you?
Muy
Happy, I'm
feliz
very happy.
de
I'm
escuchar a
feeling
Mireya,
amazing. Happy to
mi gran
hear
amiga,
Mireya, my
porque de
amazing friend,
verdad yo
because
me
truthfully,
da tanta felicidad
I feel
que
so
ella
happy
se sentía tan mal.
because she
Pero yo
felt
tengo
so
otros
bad. But I
testimonios,
have other
empezando por el
testimonials,
mío.
starting by mine.
Yo durante 7
During
años
7 years,
tomaba laxantes
I
porque
would
no podía ir al
take
baño.
medication to go to
Era
the restroom,
muy
laxatives.
molesto.
It
Quien
was
sufre de estreñimiento
really
lo sabe, era sufrir, aparte
um,
hemorroides y por lo
something
mismo, ¿no? Y
that was really disturbing
estuve
for me. Whoever has
tomando
suffered from this knows it, and
laxantes, luego
hemorrhoids and
tuve
everything that
tomarme
happens. So I
unos
was
tés
taking laxatives and
y
then I
me
was
aliviaban
taking,
de
drinking
manera
some
temporal, pero
teas,
si los dejaba de
and they will
tomar,
help me
de hecho, me iba
temporarily. But if I
peor,
stopped taking
porque
them,
creo
then
que
it
el
was even
intestino se
worse
hace
because I think
perezoso
the
y
gut
si no tomas
becomes
algo,
lazy.
pues luego no puedes
And
ir,
if you
¿no?
don't
Sí.
Y yo
take something to
empecé a
be able
usar
to
los
go to the restroom,
parches
then your bowel stops
a finales
moving.
de noviembre.
So I started using the
Y estoy
patches at the end of
verdaderamente
November,
fascinada. Desde un
and I
principio
am truly
empecé una vez al año,
fascinated.
ahora
From the
es,
start, I
o
started
sea,
going
como
better
cuando
to
estaba
the
súper
restroom.
jovencita que no tenía
When I
ningún
was
problema, estoy
really
igual
young
y eso me
and I
tiene
didn't
muy
have
contenta. Otra
any
cosa,
issues, I felt the
es
same
que
as now.
son tantas
And
cosas
I
que
was
están
really happy.
pasando.
And another
Otra
thing, because
cosa
there's a
es
lot of things going
mi
on,
estado de
another thing
ánimo.
is my
A mí
mood.
las hormonas, la
Truthfully, my
menopausia me
hormones, my
pegó
menopause
fuerte
hit me a bit
y
hard.
yo siempre he sido una persona
And
súper dinámica, alegre,
I've always been a
entusiasta,
happy
toda mi
person,
vida. Y,
enthusiastic,
y
all
no
my
sé,
life,
de
good
unos
mood.
2 años para acá como que me
And
estaba
since a few
pasando.
years ago
Y,
until
o sea, no
today of
estaba
today, my
deprimida
mood
porque en
was
realidad no puedo
lowering.
decir que tenía una
I wasn't
depresión,
depressed because you can't say
pero
that
me
I was truly
sentía
depressed,
como,
but
no sé,
I
como que no
felt,
tenía
I don't
yo esa
know,
fuerza
like I
interior
didn't
que antes
have that
tenía.
inner strength that I used to
Y
have.
a raíz de que empecé a
And
usar los parches,
from the
pues
moment I
soy
started
como que
using the
recargadita.
patches,
Antes
I
alegre,
started to be the same
con
person
mucha
as before,
energía, porque también otra
happy with
cosa
a
es que
lot of
ya yo
energy,
siempre he
because
sido
another
muy
thing is that
activa y
I've
como
always
que
been
ya no
very
era tanto,
active
como que me sentía
and
cansada y
I
ahorita
felt
la verdad es
tired.
que me siento
And
genial.
now I truly
Ahora, otra
feel
cosa muy
amazing.
importante es que yo
And another
empecé
very
con
important
esto de los
thing
parches
is
por
that
mi
I
papá.
started with the
Mi
patches
papá me
because of
habló
my
un día
dad.
llorando
My father called me one day
Él vive
crying.
en otra ciudad, yo vivo en
He
Ciudad de
lives at a
México,
different city. I
y
live
él
in
me habló
Mexico
llorando
City.
porque no
And
aguantaba
he
el dolor
called
de
me
mi señora.
crying because he
Mi
couldn't
papá tiene
stand the back
77
pain.
años
My
y
father is
me dijo
77 years old.
o sea,
And
llorando, dijo,
he
estoy con
said
ese
he
señor
was
y le
crying.
eché
So
a
you
tu
can
papá a llorar, o sea,
imagine
para
to
mí,
hear your
que mi
father
papá es
crying.
como
For
mi
me, my
héroe.
father is my
O sea, yo
hero.
sentí horrible,
So
me dieron
I
ganas de llorar
felt
con él y le
horrible.
dije, papá, no te
I
preocupes,
felt I
vamos a
wanted to
encontrar
cry
algo.
with him. And I said, don't
Yo ya
worry,
había
Dad, we're going to find
escuchado
something.
algunas
I had
historias de
already
las
heard
Rachel,
about some
otras no. O
Rachel's
sea, yo escuché
stories,
de los parches, pero de
and
las
I had heard
malas.
about
O
the
sea, así como
patches
de
on
esas. Yo
different
soy muy
sides.
creyente
I am a
y
firm
yo sé
believer,
que si Diosito me
and
está
I
mandando
said, if
esto,
God is
es por
giving
algo.
me this, it's
Y,
because
y,
of
y
something.
yo
There is a reason.
originalmente compré los
And
parches por mi papá,
originally, I purchased the
porque yo
patches for
quería
my dad
que él se
because
sintiera
I wanted
mejor.
him to feel
Y
better.
obvio mi papá estaba
And
deprimido,
obviously,
triste,
my
porque
father
pues
was
el dolor es
depressed,
tremendo.
sad, because being in pain is
Tiene, pues por
terrible.
la edad, un
And due
desgaste en
to his
lumbares
age,
y eso le
his
causaba
lumbar
muchísimo dolor.
area was worn
Entonces,
out,
pues
and that caused him a lot of
pedí
pain.
y le
So
mandé
I
inmediatamente los
asked
parches.
him, and
Eso
I
fue
asked for I
como
ordered the
2 semanas a
patches. I
principios
sent
de
them to him
diciembre,
immediately, and he
tiene
started using them
poquito
at the
más de
beginning
un
of
mes.
December. So it's been a little bit more than a
¿Quisieras
month.
que mi papá ya no tiene
And
dolor?
you know, my father doesn't feel
Y
any pain
además,
anymore. He's
mi
not in
papá
pain.
está
And not only that,
contento.
he's
Su
happy
estado de
again.
ánimo es
His
otro
mood
y
is
él me
completely
lo ha dicho,
different.
es que
And he has told me
me
himself,
siento
I feel
bien,
good. I feel
que es
well,
lo mismo que dice mi
which is the
esposo,
same
que
thing that my
siento, no sé,
husband says.
como un
I don't
bienestar
know, I have
general
a general
y mi esposo
well-being
tiene
that I
muy
can't
buenos
describe.
ánimos,
And my
¿no? Él,
husband
mi
is
esposo
also super
no,
happy using
no,
them.
o sea, no me ha dicho que tenga
And my
un
husband
cambio
hasn't
en
said that
algo
he's had
específico
an
porque
enormous
él
change in anything
no le duele
specifically
nada ni se siente
because he
mal,
doesn't have
pero sí se
any
siente
pain or doesn't
mejor
feel bad,
anímicamente, es un
but
estado
he
de
does
bienestar
feel
general
in
que
a better
siente.
mood.
Entonces, bueno,
It's
son
a
varios
general good
testimonios
mood state.
que yo estoy
So
viviendo,
it's various testimonials that I'm
ahora
seeing
sí que por el uso de esta maravillosa
because
tecnología.
of the use of this
Es
amazing
interesante lo que les
technology.
quiero compartir.
So this is what I want to
Qué
share to
lindo.
you today.
Sandy, Mireia,
That's amazing.
ustedes viven en México
Sandy,
y
Mireya, you live in
saben,
Mexico,
bueno,
right?
a
And you
comparación de Estados
know
Unidos, que
that here in
todavía
the United
esto
States,
no, nadie conoce esto, pero
this
más en
nobody knows
México,
this yet, but even more in Mexico,
si ustedes viviendo
if
allá,
you living
ese lugar
there
está para
see that
ustedes,
that
para
place
ustedes
is
ser
there
las reinas
for
ahí,
you to be
¿me
able to
entiende?
be the
Para
queens
todo el mundo en
of the
México
patches in Mexico, for everybody in
sepa de
Mexico
esto a
to
través de
know
lo que
about
usted,
this
esto lo que ustedes están
by what
hablando,
you are
¿me
talking about, what
entiende?
you are saying, your
Mireia,
testimonial, this
tú y
Mireya,
Sandy,
Sandy.
estos testimonios son
These
lo que las personas van a
testimonials
escuchar de
are what
ustedes.
people are going
Y
to
cada
listen to
persona que
and
te
hear.
conoce,
And
al
each
mínimo,
person that
cada
knows
persona que
you,
te conoce
minimum, each person that knows
o
you
sabe lo que has vivido,
or
lo que has
knows what
pasado y
you've
ahora
lived
te ven de esta manera,
and sees you
no
this
tienes que
way,
decir mucho.
you don't have to say a lot.
No tienes que decir mucho,
You
solito
don't have
lo
to
vas a
say
ver.
much. You're going
Como
to
te
do it
digo,
yourself.
este año
As I
2025
said,
yo
this year,
sé
2025,
que va a
I
ser el
know
año en
that
donde
is going to be the
muchos de
year
nosotros
that
vamos a ir al
many of
cielo.
us are going to move to
Yo
the
sé que
next
la
level.
compañía ahora está
I know that the
cambiando,
company is changing right
no
now.
todavía, no sabemos cuándo
Not
viene,
yet.
están estructurando para
They are
hasta
structuring to be
mejorar
able to
las
improve
comisiones, mejorar
the
bonuses,
commissions,
mejorar
improve
para que
bonuses,
ganen más dinero más rápido.
improve
De
to
todo
earn
están
more
haciendo
money
ellos.
quicker. They're doing
No
everything.
sé cuándo va a salir, no sé los detalles
I
porque no
don't
me
know
quieren
when it's
decir, nada más
going
tengo
to
de
go
repente como
out.
unas
I don't know all the details
cosas,
because they
pero
just left
este es el
a
tiempo para ir
few
preparándonos y
details, but this is
creciendo.
the moment to be prepared
Gracias,
and to
Sandy.
grow.
Sí.
No,
Thank you,
fíjate
Sandy.
que me gustaría comentar algo, Carlos.
I would like to say
Fíjate
something
que,
more,
digo, y
Carlos.
esto es un testimonio
This is a
también de
testimonial
parte
also
bueno, obvio del
from
producto, pero
obviously the
yo estaba
product,
buscando
but I was
una red de
searching
mercadeo desde hace
for
meses.
network
O sea, yo
marketing
quería,
companies
yo había
since
hecho
months
redes
ago. I had
sociales
already worked in
y estaba
network
buscando
marketing and I wanted to come back.
varios
And I
productos
tried
que
different
no,
products, many
por
products
una u
that
otra cosa no me
for one
cayeron bien
reason
y
or
así.
another, they weren't
Y el haber
didn't do me
encontrado
well.
esto,
And
o
to
sea,
be able
no
to
puedo
find something like
explicarte la
this, I cannot
felicidad,
explain
la
the
certeza,
happiness,
lo que acabas de decir,
the
este año
sureness,
va a
what you
ser
just
grande.
said. This
O sea,
year
para la
is
gente
going
que
to
de
be
verdad tomemos en
amazing.
serio
For the
esto
people
y
that
que
take this
hagamos lo que tenemos que
seriously
hacer,
and that
va a
do
ser
what
grande
we
porque
have
este
to
es
do,
un
this is going to be an
producto que
amazing year because
nadie
this
tiene.
is a product
Y
that
te lo digo
nobody
porque
has.
estuve
And
buscando
I'm
y no
telling you this
paraba,
because I was
hasta que
searching for it
encontré
and I
esto y
couldn't
wow,
find it
wow,
until
de
I found found this, and wow,
Mira,
wow.
tú dijiste algo muy clave ahí.
You
El
know,
que
you
le dé,
said something key. Whoever works hard for it,
el que le dé,
whoever
el que
works
haga las
hard for it,
cosas, el que tome esto serio.
whoever
Si no
takes
lo
this
tomamos
seriously.
serio,
If we don't take this seriously,
no va a pasar nada. Muchas
nothing's going
gracias,
to
Sandy.
happen.
Que Dios me la
Thank you very
bendiga.
much, Sandri. God
nada.
bless you. You're welcome.
Connie.
Connie?
Ahora sí.
Ok.
Okay, there you
Hola,
are.
buenas tardes.
¿Cómo estás?
Hi, good
Muy bien,
afternoon.
gracias a Dios.
How are you?
Yo
I'm
he dado
doing
un
great. Thank you very
testimonio de
much. I
mío, de
already
mi
gave my
esposo, de
testimonial, my
amistades,
husband's,
pero
my
hoy
friends,
lo que quiero
but
hacer es
today
darles una
I
palabra de
want
ánimo,
to
como
give
dicen que
you
están
a
un
word
poco
of encouragement.
apagaditas,
Like you said that there are some
de
people
ánimo porque si no
that
estamos
have a
aquí en
low
este
energy or
momento,
low
en este
mood. If we are
entrenamiento,
here at this
en
moment, in
este,
this
enfrente de
training,
esta pantalla,
in front
es
of this
porque
screen, it
algo bueno
is
estamos
because
haciendo
something
y
good, we are
somos
doing
unas
something good. And
triunfadoras,
we
porque
are
nadie
going
nos
to be
dirigió,
successful because
solitas
nobody
llegamos
directed
aquí.
us.
Así es que
On
no
our
se
own,
desanimen.
we arrived here.
Ah,
So don't lose
mi
faith.
amiga, la que habló
Don't
ahorita que
lose
dio el
your
testimonio de su
encouragement. My
abuelita,
friend that just spoke and
ah,
gave the testimonial of her
me tiene tan
grandmother
impactada porque
has impacted
todos
me
a los
so
que yo
much
les he ofrecido
because
parches
everybody that I
los
offered
han
patches to,
ordenado,
they've ordered them.
pero oír que una
But
persona de
hearing
98
that a
años se
98-year-old
paró de
old
su cama
person
donde ya
stood
la
up
habían
from her
desahuciado,
bed
eso me
when they
tiene
had
súper
already said that
impactada
she would
y
be
tiene que ser de
bedridden, the
Dios.
doctors,
Este
that impacted me. And this has
instrumento
to
de
be from
trabajo
God.
nos
This
lo tuvo que
instrument
mandar el
of work
Señor
has to
porque
be
es una
sent by God
bendición.
because it is a
Ah,
blessing.
ahora,
Now,
ella, no se preocupen si no tienen
she,
redes
don't
sociales o no
worry
son
if
muy
you don't have social
activas.
media or
Mi
if you're not
amiga, ella
very
vive en
active.
México,
My
en
friend, she
México
lives in
DF.
Mexico. In
Es
Mexico
pastora y ella cree
City,
en el producto,
she is a
cree
pastor
que
and she
es
believes
algo
in the
que nos va a
product. She believes
beneficiar a
that it is
todos.
something that is
Su
going to
esposo
benefit
es
us
un
all.
pastor
Her
muy,
husband is a
muy buen
very,
pastor.
very
Ella vive en
recognized
México, su
pastor.
familia,
She
donde
lives
está
in
su abuelita,
Mexico.
vive
Her
en Nueva
family, where
York.
her grandma is,
Entonces,
lives in New York.
así estamos conectando. Yo desde mi
That's how we're
escritorio,
connecting.
yo hago llamadas,
From my
yo
desk,
llamo
I do
FaceTime a
calls.
amistades, a
I
familia,
call
no
my friends, my
importa dónde
family.
estén, siempre y cuando estén en el radar de donde se
Doesn't
están
matter
vendiendo los
where they
parches.
are, as
Ah,
long
no
as we're in
importa,
the
no
radar
necesitas
of the
moverte de
patches.
tu
It
casa.
doesn't matter. You
Desde
don't
tu
need to move
casa tú
from your
puedes
house.
hacerlo.
From
Yo
your
estoy en
house,
Tucson,
you can do
Arizona, mi
it.
amiga está
I'm
en
in Tucson,
México, su
Arizona.
familia
My
está en
friend
Nueva
is in
York.
Mexico,
Y
and her
estamos
friend
ahí
is in
todos y
New
ya los
York.
tres
And we're
estamos usando
connected, all three
parches.
of us, and we're
Así
already
es
using
que,
the patches.
y un testimonio
So, and a testimonial
para las mujeres que
for
pueden
women
ayudar.
who may be
Acabo de
motivated by
realizar
this.
hace
I
unas
just
semanas
a
atrás, yo
few
tengo
weeks
3 meses
ago
usando los
did I've been
parches,
using the patches for 3 months,
que
and
yo
my
gastaba tanto
I
en
used to
tinte
spend
para
so
el
much
pelo,
money in hair
mucho
dye
gastaba.
and
Y
dyeing my
ustedes saben que
hair,
eso
a lot of
no es
money.
barato.
You know that it's not cheap,
Yo miré
and
unas fotos de alguien que
I
puso
saw
en
some
algún
pictures of
post,
somebody
no
that
recuerdo,
posted
de una
something. I
foto
don't
de
remember
antes y
who it
después. Yo
was,
no
a
grabé
picture of
foto de
before and
mi
after.
antes y ahora,
I never made my
pero
before
no
and
me
after
salen fotos.
picture, but I don't get
Look,
white hairs anymore. Look at this.
o sea,
I
ahora
mean,
tengo, yo creo,
right now,
tres
I think
meses que no
it's
me pinto
been
mi
three
cabello
months
porque
since I
no me
haven't
sale el
dyed
pelo
my
y
hair
me ha
because I don't
crecido el
get
pelo.
white hairs anymore. And my
Entonces yo
hair
digo,
has
Qué
grown.
locura.
gracias, Señor.
That's crazy,
Eso
man.
es algo cosmético,
And I
pero
say,
para
thank
las
you,
Sí,
God. And I
mujeres.
know
definitivamente
it's
sigue
just
saliendo
cosmetic.
porque
Hey,
mira,
but why do I
a mí me están
continue
saliendo
having
como
white
locos
hair?
ya.
Because
Me
I'm
encuentro
getting them
cada cosa
everywhere.
cada
I
día de
find white
nuevo.
hairs every day, new
Esa parte
ones.
no me ha llegado no me ha tocado todavía.
I didn't. I
A mí,
wasn't lucky with that part. Then
a
I'm
uno nos
sorry.
funciona de manera diferente.
Sí,
Each
sí,
person has
100%.
different
Pero
metabolisms and
eso
it works
es
differently. Yes,
en mí.
100%.
Oh my God.
But
Y yo
that
creo
is
que
me.
ahora que estoy diciendo,
Oh
todas se
my
van a
God. And
empezar a
now that I'm
fijar que,
saying this, I think
¿cuánto
everybody's
tiempo
going
no
to
me
start to
pinto
check
el pelo?
how long ago it has
That's
it been
awesome.
since I haven't paint
Dios los bendiga a
dyed
todos.
my hair.
Gracias,
That's
Connie.
awesome. God
Ok.
bless you all.
Lo vi ahí cuando dijo el otro día que filmaste a una persona. That
Thank
was
you,
exciting.
Connie. I saw it there when you signed someone up. I was excited.
Yeah.
Ainara,
Ainara,
te tienes que quitar el mute porque todavía
you
no hemos
need to
aprendido a leer
unmute because
labios.
we still haven't learned to lip read.
Quítate el mute.
Unmute, please.
Mira a ver si ya.
Can you
Ya,
hear me
ahora sí.
now? Yes,
No
we can hear
importa
you.
que de esto aprendemos porque no
Okay, it
sabemos.
doesn't matter
Bueno,
because
buenas
we
noches
will
para
learn
las
what we don't
nuevas.
know from this.
Yo
So, good
quería dar mi
evening for
testimonio que
everybody
hace
who's new here.
muchísimo
I want to give
rato
my
no pasaba
testimonial
por acá
that I
y
haven't given because I haven't been here for a long time, and my testimonial is as follows. I am a biopolymerizer patient since 14 years ago. And since I use this substance, which is a non-approved product for our health, so please don't do it. And I want to leave something clear. I didn't do this consciously. Okay, I was lied to. They told me it was a cocktail of vitamins that they were going to put in my thighs, and going to the gym and doing a lot of exercise, they were going to increase and be tonified. And in 6 months, the product would leave my body, which is something that never happened. And it's a very long story where at the end, I ended up having the need to do 3 surgeries to take away this substance from my body. And I am still suffering from this. So my testimonial today is that due to this reason, I suffer from axia syndrome, which is multiple autoimmune illnesses that open up a lot of things: the falling of the hair, the memory loss, dryness in eyes and mouth, pain in my articulation, chronic fatigue, sleeping badly. And I could be the whole night here, the whole evening, telling you about all of this. And even though I had removed this substance from my body in 2019, in 2020, I needed another new reconstruction. And I continued going through a lot of symptoms and a lot of issues, and especially on my skin, on the area where I have when they introduced the product, which is like a 30% left in a dermal level. I cannot hit myself in my on the thigh or on the hips because it burns as if they were burning my skin. And after I started using X39, which honestly I entered the company and all this movement due to health, I didn't uh, enroll to develop a business. I enrolled searching for health and for a problem with my inflammation problems, issues. And in the first month, I saw all the benefits that it gave me and this. Then I decided to do everything. So I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, that today I don't have pain in my joints. I don't have that inflammation that would torment me before. I can use contact lenses. Well, now I'm using glasses because it's more comfortable. But before that, I couldn't use contact lenses because of the dryness in my eyes and my mouth. It wouldn't allow me. But now I can use contact lenses the whole day without needing to use those artificial drops to be able to help the eye. And everybody is asking me, what are you doing? Because I see you electrical. I do cycling and I've been able to increase the miles that I did before. For me, it was a goal, a challenge to increase 50 miles, and I was able to achieve that. I don't know if anybody knows a patient of ASIA syndrome. It doesn't necessarily have to be a biolimiters, because people who have breast implants may develop this symptom, the ASIA syndrome. It doesn't happen to everyone. Okay, I don't want to be alarming, but some people can develop it and others don't. So if somebody knows a friend or a family member who knows of this syndrome, ladies, gentlemen, X39, which is what I've been using, and glutathione is amazing at next level. That's the only thing I can share with you. I hope to have been able to help you. And if you have any questions, you can find me in the Telegram chats as Ainara Morena. And I'm here for anything that you need to know in relation to everything that I felt and I've lived.
Yo no sabía eso. Yo no lo sabía.
Wow, I didn't know that, you know. What do you mean you didn't know that? Of course you knew that. I'm always talking about it to everybody. I had already been out here, and well, that day was Rochelle, and I had already shared my testimonial. Okay, you're forgiven. But as I say, I can give faith at 100% that this product helps at a level that people cannot imagine with inflammation. Because if there's somebody here who is going through chronic inflammation, Here she is, talking to
Ainara,
you.
para contestar una pregunta que alguien me está
Ainara,
poniendo
just to
aquí,
answer a few questions that
están
I'm reading in the
preguntando
chat, they are
si
asking
deberíamos enviar
if
videos
we
cortos de
should
testimonios
send
por el
short
grupo de
videos of
Telegram. Nosotros
testimonials via the
tenemos un
Telegram group.
grupo
We have
en
a
Telegram
Telegram
de puro
group in
testimonio en donde
Telegram
están
of pure
todos los videos de
testimonials in which you
testimonio de
can see all
personas.
the videos
Lo
of
que
people's
voy a hacer
testimonials. What I'm going to do
con estos
with
videos
these
es
videos
que lo
is
podemos
that I'm
pegar
going to
en
see if we
cada en
can cut
segmentos
them
como
in
Ainara,
different segments, like
como
Ainara,
Sandy, como
like
Connie,
Sandy, like
¿entiende? En
Connie, you
pedazos y
know, in different
pegarlos
parts.
y enviarlos
Cut
uno a uno
the
también
video
ahí.
and send
Pero
them
esta
one by
llamada va a
one.
estar,
But this call is
esta,
going to be
esta
there. That's
llamada
the
está
first
en
thing.
todos los canales,
This
tanto
call
en
is
YouTube,
in
ahí
all the
pueden checar el
channels.
video
It's in
también. Pero en el
YouTube.
canal de
You can see
testimonio
them there
está
too. But
lleno
in
de
the
testimonios. Ahí
testimonial
ponemos
channel, wow, that is full of
constantemente, pueden
testimonials.
ir ahí.
We
Ainara,
are
También
muchas
posting
gracias por
quiero,
testimonials
compartir.
constantly. Ainara, thank you
Isa,
so
le
much
quiero
for
decir
sharing.
algo.
Yes, I also want to say
Yo
something
tengo
else
una
to you.
página,
I
yo soy
have a web
activista
page. I'm an
en contra
activist
de estos
against
productos desde el
these
2020,
products since
desde yo
2020,
inicié, bueno, en el
which is when I
2019, pero el
started. It's
2020 cuando
actually
vino pandemia,
2019, but
yo me
2020, when
uní
the
a un
pandemic
grupo de
started,
activistas en
I joined a
contra
group of
de
activists
sustancias
who are
químicas
against
no
chemical
aprobadas para
substances
ser
which are
inyectadas
not
en el cuerpo
approved
humano.
to be
Entonces, yo
injected
tengo
in
una
the human
página en
body.
Instagram
So
que
I
se
have
llama
a
No Más
webpage,
Polímeros,
an Instagram
donde
called
ahí
No
tengo
More
documentado
Polymeters,
todo
where
el
I have
camino que yo he
documented
recorrido
all
en este
the
tema.
road that I
Está
have traveled
documentado mi
with this.
proceso, está documentado mis cirugías, está
My
documentado
process, my
live con
surgeries,
doctores, con
my lives with
infectólogos,
doctors, with
con cirujanos
infectologists,
plásticos, con
with
pacientes. O
plastic
sea, si
surgeons, with
alguna
patients.
quisiera ver
If
más
anybody
de mi
would like to
testimonio
know more about
y
my
quisiera
testimonial
usarlo
and would
para
like to
ayudar y tocar la
use
vida
it
de
to be
alguna
able to
persona,
help and
se
touch
pueden
someone
verse
else's life,
invitadas en esta
you
página.
are very
Yo
welcome in
documento
this page where
mi día a
I
día y todo
document
lo
my
que
day
voy
to day
viviendo
and everything
con
that I
pacientes
live as
oncológicos.
a
Wow,
biopolymer patient.
that's crazy.
Wow,
De
that's
verdad.
crazy.
Yeah.
Completely.
Pero mira,
But
otra
you know,
vez, otra persona
again,
que a través de
another
llegar a un
person that
parchecito tan
via
chiquitico.
one little small patch like this one,
¿Cuántos años tú llevas viviendo con
how
esto?
many years have you been living with
14
this?
años.
14 years.
Aquí está, puedes poner en el chat ahí, alguien está poniendo
Can you
cómo se llama la
please
página
write it
tuya.
down in the chat? Oh, can
No
somebody
más
write down your
polímeros.
webpage?
Ponlo ahí
No
en el chat para
more
que
polymers.
te
No
ayuden a buscar.
más
Gracias,
polímeros.
Ainara.
Please
Gracias
write
por
it down,
compartir.
Ainara, in the chat so
Con
they can
gusto
find it.
siempre para ayudar.
Thank you for sharing. I'm
All
always
right,
happy to help.
chicos.
All right, guys, girls.
Tengo
I
15
have
minutos para
15 minutes
preguntas
to answer
del
questions
negocio. Alguien puso
about the
aquí
business.
cuántos parches tú
How
le
many
regalas a las
patches
personas
do you
cuando
gift
le quieres
out? Do you give
dar
to
parches.
others when you
Nosotros en
want them to try
Agente
them?
damos
Truthfully,
entre
we give
5, 7,
between
algunas
5,
veces 10.
7,
Si es
sometimes
una
10.
persona
If a person
que sabemos que va a ser
that
grande,
we
sabemos que
know
está
that is going to
interesado,
run, that is going
le
to
damos
be
un sobreprecio. ¿Me
interested, we
entiendes?
then give them
Pero
a
mira,
full
ahí Nara puso la página en
sleeve. Look,
Instagram,
Ainara
de
wrote
Instagram,
down
en el
the
chat.
page in Instagram in the
Nosotros,
chat.
como digo, 10,
As
7,
I said,
5, no es menos
10,
de 5.
7,
Antes dábamos
5,
3, pero
numbers of fives. We used to give 3 out,
creo que el número bien es
but I
7.
think that
Pero
the best number is
necesitas los
7,
parches para tener eso.
but you need the
¿Quién
patches to
más?
be
¿Alguien
able to
más
give them
tiene
out.
preguntas?
Anybody else? Any
Preguntas,
questions?
preguntas. Q&A.
Questions? Q&A,
Dudas de personas
Q&A,
nuevas
doubts,
aquí
questions. Anybody
que
new
quizás
here
tienen una duda que no
that
han
might
tenido
possibly have a
todavía,
question
como esta
who
semana
haven't
todavía
had
estamos
this week, since we're
entrando al
still
ritmo de todo lo que
starting
es
the rhythm
lo normal de
of
nosotros
everything that is our
hacer en la
normal
vida.
routine. Okay, here we go.
All right. Isa, ¿tú no
All
duermes?
right. Isa, don't you ever sleep?
Dale.
Okay, come on.
Hola, no, yo estoy aquí
Hi. No,
metida en
I
esto
am
y tengo un
completely
proyecto en
into
dos
this
meses
and
a
I have an
tope, a tope,
amazing
a
project.
tope.
It's going to
No,
be
te lo digo porque Isa
amazing,
está
amazing. I'm
sí,
telling
Isa
you
está
because
en
Isa
España
is
y
in
estábamos en una
Spain
llamada hace 3
and we were
horas
in a
y
call
estamos a
3
punto
hours
de
ago.
España.
And she's
Aquí
in,
va a ser
time
la
is it in
una,
Spain? It's
falta un
going to be
cuarto
1
para la
a.m.
una,
15
pero
more
aquí me
minutes for
quedo
1
hasta las
a.m.
3,
But
o
I'm going
sea
to be
que,
working
que
until
nada,
3
hay que
a.m.
darlo
So
todo
we got to work.
y
We got to
ya
give it all
luego
we've got.
se
And
bajará la
afterwards,
guardia.
we'll be able to
Pero mira,
enjoy
precisamente una
it.
pregunta
But
sobre el negocio
precisely, I
que
have a
antes
question about the
comentabas,
business
este
that before
chico
you were
había
commenting that
llegado
this
con un
person
ratio
had
que con
reached
menos en cada
very
pata
quickly
había
with less in
llegado a
each leg
60.000,
to
creo, recordar.
Sí, eso
60,000,
que
I
estábamos
think you
hablando en la llamada
said.
de Europa.
Yes, that's what we were talking about in
Esa,
the Europe call today.
¿podrías explicar ese
Okay,
caso
would you be able to explain that case? How do you think he did that? What
para esa
was
calidad
his
de los
strategy
perfiles?
for that
Muy buena
amount,
pregunta.
that
So, de paso,
quality
ella
of
está hablando porque
profiles?
hoy en la
Okay,
llamada
that's a
de
great
Europa
question. She's
estábamos hablando
talking because today in the European call,
de
we
Mike.
were talking about
Mike
Mike.
hoy en día tiene,
Mike nowadays
si ha reclutado
has
una
is
persona más,
if he's
posibles
recruited
muchos.
one more person,
Eh,
that's possibly too much. So
Creo que son
I think
107
it's
personas
107 people that he's recruited.
que él ha reclutado
Okay.
y está ganando más de
And
60 mil
he's
dólares a
earning
la
more than
semana.
$60,000 a week.
Ahora, una de las
Now,
cosas que yo estaba
one of the
comentándole a
things that I
ellos
was
es,
commenting to them
eh,
in Europe
algunas veces
was
nosotros
that
estamos
sometimes
buscando,
we are
¿cómo
searching
digo esto para
for,
no
how can I
exagerar?
say this to not sound so,
Nosotros, ¿verdad? Nosotros
talking about
nosotros
us,
hemos
okay?
reclutado
We have
a más
recruited
de 900
more
personas,
than
creo,
900 people, I
personalmente.
think, okay, personally.
Mira cuántas personas hay en esta
Look at
llamada,
how many people are in
118.
this
Y
call,
obviamente no son todo el
118.
mundo de nuestro
And
equipo
obviously, that's not
directamente.
everybody from our
En la
direct team.
organización entera
In the
tenemos más de
organized
3,000 y
whole
pico, casi 4,000
organization, we have more
personas.
than 3,000, almost
Hay
4,000 people.
118
There
personas.
are 118 people here.
So, él lo
So
que se
what he
enfocó
did,
es
he
en
focused on
calidad, no
quality
cantidad.
and not quantity. Okay.
So, ¿él qué hizo?
So what did he
Él no
do?
hizo redes sociales.
He didn't do social media.
Él nunca ha puesto una red social.
He has never put any social
Él
media.
llamó
He called
personalmente,
personally.
como tú, Sandy, que tienes
Like
experiencia
you,
de
Sandy, you
multinivel,
have experience in
de red de
multi-level,
mercadeo.
okay?
Él
Network
llamó a
marketing.
personas que tenían
He
experiencia.
personally
Él llamó
called
a
people who
personas
had
que eran
experience. He
empresarios. Él
personally
empezó
called
a
people
llamar
who
a
were
personas
entrepreneurs.
que,
He started calling people
otra vez, no quiero ofender a
who,
nadie,
again, I don't want
pero
to offend
eran
anyone,
empresarios,
but
eran
who
personas que
were
estuvieran sus mentes abiertas
business
a un
people,
negocio, a una
people,
oportunidad.
businessmen and women,
Hay muchas
entrepreneurs, people
personas
open to an
que se
opportunity.
cierran, ni
There
abren
are
la
many
mente
people
a
who
una
just close.
oportunidad
They don't even open their
por
mind to an
cuestión
opportunity because of
de
their
no tener conocimiento,
beliefs,
de
their lack
no,
of
de
knowledge,
estar
their
encerrados en ser
limitations,
empleado
being closed and
o
just being an
siempre mira todo
employee,
que es
or
una
always
estafa
looking around and thinking that
constantemente se está
everything
diciendo que yo no lo
is
puedo hacer,
fraud, or
esto es muy
constantly
difícil.
saying, no, I can't do this. This is too difficult
Y
for me.
él
And what he
hizo bien.
did,
Otra cosa que él también
he
hizo
took
es no
something,
se quedó
another
tampoco en los
thing that
Estados
he
Unidos.
did
Él tiene un
is that
equipo
he
en
didn't
Corea.
stay in the United States. He went to Korea.
Él tiene un equipo en Corea. So, él
He
se
has a
despierta algunas
team
veces
in
muy
Korea, so
temprano
sometimes he wakes up
para hacer
really early
llamadas
to
de
be able
presentación
to
para su
do
equipo en Corea.
presentation calls for his
¿No?
team in Korea,
Él habló
right?
con
He
personas,
brought
pero ¿qué
in
hace?
people,
Él
but what does he do?
realmente le
He
dedica el
truly
tiempo al
dedicates
trabajo. Él
the
lo toma
work
como su trabajo, su
time.
negocio.
He takes it
Él no está
as a
esperando
job, as a
para,
business,
para
truly.
ver
He
qué
is not
pasa.
waiting to see what
Él lo hizo en dos
happens.
años.
He did this in 2 years.
Lleva 2 años ahora mismo.
Dos
Right
años y un
now,
poquito
he's
más.
been
Ya
two
ahora
years
en
working it.
julio va a cumplir
Yes,
2
2
años y
years and a
medio.
little bit. In
Pero
July, two
él
years and a
se
half.
dedicó.
But
Él no
he
necesitaba
dedicated
esto. Él no
himself.
estaba
He didn't need
buscando
this. He wasn't
hacer esto otra
searching
vez.
to do this again.
Pero cuando vio la
But
oportunidad,
when he
como
saw
todos
the
nosotros lo vimos,
opportunity,
él
like
dijo,
all of
ok,
us
se
saw
lo
it,
voy
he
a
said,
dar.
okay,
Entro
I
para
am
hacerlo
going to
100% o lo
enroll
dejo.
to do it
Y él
at
entró a darlo
100% and give
100%.
it all I've got. If
Lo que
not, I
hacía
won't do
él,
it. And
se
he gave
despierta
it
por la
all he's
mañana,
got. So what
obviamente,
did he
todo el
do?
mundo
He would
tenemos
wake up in the
diferentes
morning.
trabajos,
Obviously, we all
capacidades,
have different
pero él se
schedules due to
despertaba,
work and so on. But he would wake
comía,
up
hacía
in
lo
the
que tenía que
morning, he would
hacer,
eat and do whatever
a
he needed to
trabajar.
do and start working.
Ay, sí sería buenísimo si
You know,
consiguieras
it
una
would be
grabación de él como
amazing if we could
testimonio
get one of
de
his
cómo lo hace.
recordings as a
Aparte
testimonial
de
of
eso,
how he does it.
no sé si es posible.
I don't know
No
if it's
tengo que coger
possible.
una grabación, lo
I don't
llamamos para hacer
need a
una llamada.
recording. We can call him. He
Ah,
can come to
genial,
this call.
porque así
Wow.
a ver si le
That would be
copiamos y
amazing
a lo
because that
mejor
way
tiene
we can
una
copy
técnica
him and
como
maybe he
valor
has some
añadido
sort of
que
technique
nos
that
puede
could give us some
aportar.
extra value.
Déjame lo voy a coordinar
Yes,
con
of course. Let me
Rachel
coordinate
para
that
ver
with
si el
Rachel
lunes que
to
viene,
see if
voy a
next
estar con él
Monday,
este
well, I'm
weekend.
going to be with him this
Cuando
weekend.
nosotros entramos
So
aquí,
when we
acuérdate,
enrolled
esto es
here,
virgen.
remember, this
No
is
hay latinos
virgin.
aquí.
There are no
Nosotros
Latins
somos
here
los
yet.
únicos.
We
En,
are
es,
the only
en
ones
Estados
in
Unidos, los
the
latinos
United
son la
States.
población segunda
Latins
más grande de los
are the
americanos.
second greatest
En los
population
Estados Unidos. Y hay
after
4,000 y
the
pico
North
firmas.
Americans. And there's more than
5,000, digamos, aquí en
4,000.
esta organización.
There's
So,
5,000 in this
no hay por
organization. So
cuántos van a estar.
how
¿Cuántos
many
faltan?
are there left
México,
out there?
alguien que me
Mexico.
quedó.
A whole
La
country.
última vez que vi, creo que habían
The last time,
500, 600
I think
personas
there were
en Lifeway
500
en todo
or
México.
600 people in Lifewave in the
So,
whole of
no hemos ni
Mexico.
tocado. So,
So
¿qué hizo
we
él?
haven't even touched
Él
that. So
hacía las
what did
llamadas
he
de
do?
presentación de
He would do
nosotros.
the
Él hizo la
our
primera
business presentation calls. He
4.
did the
Pero para que
first
tú veas
4.
cómo es el
But for
negocio
you to
este,
be able to see how this
él,
business works,
nosotros somos de Mike
we
como
are
su
for Mike like
séptima
his 7th, I
generación.
think,
Pero
generation.
Lifeway nada más que paga hasta
But
la tercera.
Lifewave only pays until the 3rd generation.
¿Por qué él está tan involucrado en nosotros?
Why is he so involved with us then?
¿Por qué él le dijo a Ana, Ana,
Why did he
cuando él
say
vio a
to
Ana aquí
Anna,
en
Anna, when he
Oklahoma,
saw Anna here in
le dijo, yo
Oklahoma,
voy a
he
donde sea,
said,
yo cojo un
I
pasaje y
am
voy
getting
a
a
donde tú estás?
plane ticket and I'm going to wherever you
¿Por
are.
qué?
Why?
Ana es como su octava,
Anna
novena, no
is
me
like
acuerdo.
his
Pero
8th
¿qué
or
pasa?
9th, I don't remember.
Ana
But what
produce
happens,
y le
Anna
sube al 8 o
produces
7
and
y
it
va
goes up to
subiendo y va
8
subiendo y va subiendo y
or
va
7
subiendo
and
hasta
it
que le llega a él.
increases and increases and increases until it
So,
reaches
¿qué se
him.
hace él ahora? Ya,
So
ya
what
hizo
does
una
he
base
do now? He already has his foundation.
y ahora lo único que hace él
And
es
now the only
entrenar,
thing he has to
entrenar,
do is
reclutar, nos recluta,
recruit.
ayudar.
He doesn't
¿Cómo
even
te puedo
recruit.
ayudar? ¿Cómo te
Help.
puedo
How can I
entrenar?
help you?
Porque
How can train you?
se
How can
puso
sorry,
2
sorry, how can
años
I train you? How
enfocados
can I
en crear
assist
el
you?
negocio.
Because he was focused in creating the
¿Y qué
business for
hacemos
2 years.
nosotros? Es,
And what do?
le dedicamos media
We
hora o una
dedicated
hora
half an
en
hour or
4
1
veces a la
hour,
semana y ese
4
es el
times a
negocio.
week, and that's
Y
already the business.
esperamos
And
que
we're
tengamos el
hoping
resultado
that we
que está
have the
teniendo Mike en el
results
negocio
that
de
Mike
Mike.
is having in less than 2 years.
Imposible.
Impossible.
Imposible.
That's impossible.
¿Entiende? Él sí
Do you
no quería.
understand?
Él estaba en el teléfono.
He
Ok,
was
mira,
on the
esta persona me
phone.
dijo que no,
Okay,
ok,
look,
otra,
this person said no. Okay, the
otra,
next, next,
otra.
the next.
Se monta en un Uber, le habla a la
He gets
persona
on
del
an
Uber, se
Uber.
monta
He talks to
el
the Uber
mesero,
driver. He's in a restaurant. He talks to
Él
the waiter, the
constantemente
waitress.
está así,
He is
constantemente.
constantly
Él
searching for
vive
people.
para su negocio.
Constantly. He lives for his business.
¿Y qué nos dijeron a nosotros?
And
Darle
what did they
2
say to
años
us? Give it 2 years
enfocado en el
focused
negocio.
on the business.
Si tienes un trabajo de 9 a
If you
5,
have a
perfecto.
job from 9 to
Ve
5,
preparando para
okay,
terminar a
perfect.
las 5, ok.
Get ready to
Tengo que
finish at
buscar los
5
niños,
and to
ok.
say, hey,
Estoy
I need to go
buscando
for
los
the
niños,
kids. Okay, I'll go for the
¿en qué
kids.
estoy?
And
¿Entiende?
what
Es
am
el
I doing? Who am
sacrificio.
I talking to? It's a
Porque yo no sé
sacrifice,
ustedes,
okay?
pero
Because I don't know
en 2
about
años
you,
es
but in
difícil
2
ganar
years, it's
2
difficult
millones de
to
dólares
earn
al año.
$2 million a
Pero lo
year,
puedes hacer.
but you can do it.
¿Qué hizo él? Se
What
enfocó.
did he do? He focused.
Todos tenemos la misma,
We
misma,
all
misma
have the
oportunidad.
exact same opportunity.
Todos tenemos la misma.
We
Lo
all
único es
have
que él lo
the
hizo.
exact opportunity. The only difference is that he
Y él
actually
hizo
went out
cosas
and did
que
it. And he did
99% de las
things
personas
that
no lo hacen.
99% of the people
Tienen pena,
don't
no
do.
quieren llamar a la
They're
persona, quieren nada
embarrassed.
más que hacer un
They're
video
lazy.
social,
They don't want to
nada
call
más que porque
people.
es
They just want to
fácil,
be on social
porque
media
yo lo hago
because
aquí
it's easy,
sentado.
because it's not embarrassing, because I just sit down in front of my
Pero
computer.
es un negocio y
But
un
it's a
negocio
business. And a
necesita
business
dedicamiento,
needs
necesita
time,
tiempo, necesita
needs
organización, necesita
organization,
ser dedicado
needs
a él,
dedication,
¿entiende? Y
you know,
darle. Y cuando las cosas se
and
pongan
to
difíciles,
continue. And when
Ainara
things
tiene varios
become
negocios,
difficult,
pero
Ainara
tiene una
has
cosa difícil
different
que tú
businesses.
crees que
When
ahora
things
va a poner
become
el negocio,
difficult,
oh no, no
you
me,
think she's just going to
la
throw away the
compañía no
towel?
me vendieron suficiente bicicleta o esto,
Oh,
no,
yeah, the company
no,
sold me
es
17
parte del
bikes or
negocio.
this or that. No,
Hay
it's part
buenas
of
y
the
hay malas.
business. There are good
No
and bad
existe ningún
parts.
negocio que van a ser
There is
todas buenas.
no other
No
business
existe,
that is
no
going to be
importa.
always good.
Yo tengo varios y
And
ninguno,
I have
ninguno,
many businesses,
ninguno.
and
Hay
none,
altas,
none,
hay bajas,
none.
hay bien bajas,
There
hay
are
bien altas.
highs, there are lows, there are very
Pero no
highs
nos
and
podemos
very
rendir.
lows.
Si no,
But we
maldita sea
cannot
nada.
surrender. If not, we're never going to
Pues
achieve
gracias y
anything.
perfecto si
Well, thank you, and
pues si puede
perfect.
venir
If
algún día,
you,
porque además con
you know,
esto
he could come someday to
próximo
our
de
calls,
si
because with
finalmente
this, which is
es el
coming up
Golfo de América
soon
o
to
la
the
Gran
Gulf of
México
America or
es
the great
México-americano,
Mexico
vamos a
American,
necesitar
we're
todos
going to need
parche para la
all the support
paciencia,
and
sobre
all the
todo los que
patches
vivimos en Estados
available
Unidos
for
y en
patients,
México,
especially the ones who
y va a
live in the
venir muy
United States
bien
and
el
Mexico.
parche
And the
también
patch is going to be
para todos los
amazing
cambios.
also for all the changes.
Exactamente. No, ahí van a haber muchas cosas.
Exactly. No, there's
Gracias,
going to
Oscar
be a
Lili,
lot of
porque
things. Thank you,
le
Oscar Lili,
contestaste la
because
pregunta a
you
la persona
replied to the
que puso
question
ahí.
to the
All
person
right,
that asked it
chicos,
in the chat. All
nos
right, guys.
vemos
So see you guys
mañana.
tomorrow.
Acuérdate, tenemos otra llamada
Remember,
mañana,
we have
tenemos
another call
presentación
tomorrow. We have a
y
presentation
tenemos
call, and we have
el entrenamiento para las
the
personas nuevas,
training for
nuevas,
people,
perdón.
new people.
Nos vemos mañana. El
See you
viernes y
tomorrow.
sábado es el evento de
Thursday
Rise
and
Up.
Friday is the Rise
Si
Up
no tienen sus
event.
boletos virtual,
If you don't have
ordénenlo.
the
Es el
virtual
siguiente el
events,
sábado,
order them.
desde por la mañana,
The
como a las
virtual
8 de la
tickets and
mañana
Saturday
hasta
since
las
like
6,
8
5 de la
a.m. to
tarde. Ahí va a
like
estar Mike.
6, 5
Vamos a
p.m. Mike is
estarnos
going to be there.
entrenando el día
We're going to
entero,
be training the
el
whole
día
day,
entero y el viernes
training
también.
the whole day, and on Friday
Eso va a
too.
ser muy, muy grande.
That's going to be very,
Acuérdense
very
también,
big. Also,
Destin.
remember Destin?
No, Rise Up es para cualquier persona que
Rise
pueda
Up is
hacerlo.
for anybody.
Rise Up es para, lo
Rise
puede
Up,
comprar quien lo quiera
you
ver online.
can
Eso es para
purchase
cualquier
it
persona.
online.
Destin también.
Destin
eh,
also.
ya hay pocos espacios
There are not a lot of spaces
ya
available anymore.
abiertos. So, el
So
13, creo que es
on the
13, 14,
13th, I think it
15 y
is
el
13th,
16. Nos vamos
14th,
ese lunes.
15th, and
Llegamos el viernes
16th.
y
We
nos
leave
vamos
on Monday. We
bueno,
arrive
nosotros
on
llegamos el miércoles, pero
Friday
viernes, sábado, domingo y nos vamos
and
el
Friday,
lunes.
Saturday, and Sunday. Well, we
Ese va a
arrive on
ser
Wednesday, but
una semana
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is
un
going to be
weekend
a very,
muy
very
grande, muy
intense
chévere.
and
Vamos a
important
aprender mucho.
weekend. It's going to be fun and
Les
we're going
amamos,
to
chicos.
learn
Que
a
tengan
lot.
buen
We
día
love you
todos.
guys.
Chao.
God bless you all.
Bye,
Bye.
gracias.
Bye.
De
Thank
nada.
you.